Okay, today was a very somewhat hectic day. I went to the hospital. I was writing posts on YouTube, but for some reason it kept saying it wasn't going through. Now, I have seen that type of message before when anytime I send a post, it'll say it's not going through. It goes through, but it just tells it's not going to go through. Unless the internet was really bad because I was using hospital Wi Fi. Anyways, I left around 5. I think even before 5, we reached there by quarter past 5, and there we began the wait, the great wait. Honestly, it was really long, uh, but not so long because we were the first in line for the pediatric. I forgot where we actually went. I forgot how to say it, but it's basically a cardiology place for children. Now you may be thinking, but Lorado, you're not a child. Yes, I'm not a child. I am 19, turning 20. I don't know when they're going to transition me to the big side of the hospital because there is a children's side and there is an adult side. Now, there are two sides, obviously, and I feel like maybe under 21, you get to be in the children's side. But still, I was like the oldest child this year. Normally, there's someone else older, like 19 or 20, but I was the oldest uh, patient at the hospital today. We went so early. We had an X-ray that was quick. Nice to hear from you again. Thank you so much. So we had an X-ray. Waiting for an X-ray was very long, because the receptionist wasn't there, so we had to wait some time. And then after that, we had to go to an ECG. And then after that, you go to see a doctor. Now, I would like to rant a bit, but I don't want to be honest. Anyways, the doctor then says I must go have an echo. For those of you who don't know what an echo is, it's basically like one of those ultrasounds, but uh, something similar, I guess. You can basically see any fault or anything in the heart. It comes in a different color, and you can also hear the heart sound. So they put some sticky gel, and then they rub this little, uh, what do you want to call it, wand over me. I think that's an appropriate word. And they rub it all over my chest, and that's it. Then you go back to see the doctor, and then they give you a date. My date is for next year, April. So I have to go again next year, April. Now, I did stop by the store. There is a store in the hospital, and it's even a cafe. But I stopped at the store, and they were actually limiting people who can come inside. The store is very small, by the way. So, anyways, we then look to buy something. I just buy speckled eggs because there was so much of good things in the store, but the problem was I didn't know if it would be perfect to have. There was some really good chocolates. I thought to myself, that's great, but then again, I'm only coming here once. I don't know what to get, so I get some speckled eggs. I can get speckled eggs at any supermarket, but I just decided to get it for the sake of getting it. And plus, I never had speckled eggs in such a long time. But still, they had so much of nice stuff in there. I just wish I had enough time. But anyways, the hospital was amazing. I tried filming a video and showing, but the Wi-Fi in the hospital was so bad for some reason, worse than a couple years ago. So did all that stuff, and I feel like it does pay to come early. Like next time, I'm gonna come very early to wait, so I can get the first number, go through everything first. Cause the time when we went, uh, inside the ward, it was literally like empty until a couple minutes later, where uh, a child and I think it's a sister comes in, and that's it. Basically, like four, no, two patients and just four people all together waiting. It was just so strange because I never saw something so empty. I thought to myself, what, are they having like a couple of people only? But no, people came so late. And here's the thing with coming late: you come late, you're gonna miss out a lot. It's best to come early to that hospital because we've been coming early throughout our lives. The number we normally get is like, to enter to the doctor's room in the ward is like number 7 or number 8, because basically they give you a number, based on how you enter the ward. If you enter the ward first and take a seat, you'll be first to see the doctor and all the others type of stuff, and so on. So I entered in first. I got first. First come, first serve. I like that. Hi, hello. So, um, as I was stating, this was a very strange day. Plus, waiting to come home was a long time. I got back, ate a delicious pie, drank some milkshake, and here I am. Now, I did not eat my speckled eggs yet because I've been eating a lot of sweets during the waiting time. As you wait to see certain parts in the hospital, you have to eat something. Now, I never ate this morning. I only drank tea. I just put some sweets in my mouth, and that was it. A couple of sweets, and that's it. That's literally my diet for the entire day. Sweets. I had so much of sweets today. I don't feel like eating the speckled eggs, but I will eat it some other time. I'm just saying it was a strange experience to become the first ever in that specific ward, and also very, very early. I'm happy about that, and hopefully we get to continue that pattern in the future. But anyways, I did promise in the previous live stream to actually look at some Babylon Bee headlines because I love the Babylon Bee, so we can just laugh. It has been a strange day today, honestly. The amount of waiting I had to experience, um, it wasn't so annoying because when you enter the children's section, it's always annoying. You know for a fact children cry a lot, but over time I just got used to it. It's like, okay, I can easily ignore it. You know, I can easily ignore it. For me, the one thing that was worrying me was something I don't want to mention in this video because I don't want to make this video into something so bad or something about discussing something else I can make a separate video on, if that makes sense. A certain topic that many people, including YouTube, does not like to talk about. You know which specific topic? It starts with a V and ends with a E. That's right. Anyways, I'm not going to discuss that right now. Maybe some other time. But I just want to laugh today. It is almost 25 past. No, 25 to 2. So I would really like to enjoy my time. Now, sorry about my voice. I never warm it up. Uh, I'm just saying, it was basically playing Waiting Simulator, if there is such a game like that, because honestly, the amount of waiting I did, it's just so much. I've done more waiting for this than my entire life of waiting. Okay, maybe that's too much of a statement, but I haven't been waiting in lines for so long until this year. So yeah, like so many lines. For me, the worst line was the X-ray line because there were a bunch of other people going to different departments. Uh, so yeah, uh, like you had to wait an extra hour. The receptionist came, but she didn't enter a specific place to start typing down all of our what do you call it? Our numbers or whatever. She went somewhere else, disappeared for like 10 to 20 minutes, and then came back. It was so long of a wait. Um, but hey, I was the first one to get an X-ray because waiting to actually register getting an X-ray or going to different departments with the receptionist was the long wait. Taking an X-ray was very quick. You go in, hug the machine, come out, you're done. Like within like 10 seconds, you're done. All that wait for 10 seconds. Really. And that's amazing, because sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Anyways, I'll be going next year around April to the hospital again, and let's just see what happens. Anyways, it's time to just look at some of the Babylon Bee news. But let me just hold on. Let me just check what's going on with YouTube. Error: YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Wow. I am a bit happy at least I don't have to worry about anything right now because for a couple of days now I was worried about going to the hospital. I was worried about getting certain questions. I just felt like I don't really want to go. It felt like such a pain. Now I have enough time to just focus on myself, focus on my books, and have fun. Simple as that, But I'm going to be focusing a lot on my books. I promised a lot of books. First book's going to come out is a horror book. I have quite a lot of pages to go with that book. And yeah. Okay, let's go. The Babylon Bee. Hopefully, uh, hopefully YouTube is recording this. Okay, so we have off release. Wait, what's off? What is off? Okay, maybe this is an American brand. We don't have off. We have Raid. We have Doom. Yeah, we have those type of brands for bug sprays. We have Target Mortine for bug sprays. And sometimes they don't work at all because sometimes the bug sprays are just so terrible for some reason. They can't kill something simple like a lizard. Okay, maybe a lizard is a bit too far, but sometimes cockroaches can survive with bug spray. I remember years ago there was this brand new technology where you plugged in this little spray on some wall or something, and it automatically dispenses the 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 bug spray. It automatically does it. That was amazing. But then I thought to myself, wait a minute, wouldn't this be toxic? Anyways, off releases Biden repellent for kids. I would like to get one of those off myself. Uh, okay. I don't really know what's going on with this type of drama, so I'm just gonna stay out of that until I know what's going on properly. Senile old man spreads conspiracy theories about effect. I can't even read. I'm sorry. Senile old man spreads conspiracy theories about the efficiency of masks, vaccines. Entire medical establishment threatened by comedian who gets high and talks about MMA. Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is literally true. And I just found out that stupid bugs. Yeah, bugs are annoying. Bugs are so annoying these days. They get so much of different types now, and many of them are so crazy. Yes, mosquitoes are the worst. Sometimes you can't even see them. They blend in so quickly, and all of a sudden you get millions of bites on your feet. I got bitten on my ass so many times, and I wear pants. Okay, I wear a lot of pants. For some reason, I got bitten at night where I cover myself with a big blanket. Mosquitoes are very creepy. Okay, they bit my butt plenty of times. Okay. I hear that the specific medical letter was fake. I don't know. Well, that was a recent news. This is a couple of days old, but anyways, a couple with joint Facebook profiles preferred pronoun is they. Okay, oops. Schumer gives passionate speech defending filibuster after accidentally printing ears. Okay, like certain things I want to read, I don't really want to read everything else. Trump fans excited to vote for the guy who fast-tracked vaccines and hired Fauci. Yeah, yeah, you know. Oh, the butt. Yeah, very naughty. The mosquitoes are very naughty. That's the strangest part because my pants are up. My pants are right up, and all of a sudden I wake up, a bunch of bites on my butt. It's insane. Even on my legs too. Okay, on my hands, under my shirt, so much. Okay, so much. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down on my crotch. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm bitten down there. Okay, I would not be surprised. These mosquitoes are very sneaky, and I feel like they've evolving over the past few years. Back in the day, they would barely do anything, just bite you, and you hit them. Now they are so much complicated, you know? Very crazy. Sometimes you get these weird types of bugs. I don't know where they come from, but they just appear everywhere. Okay. uh, 10 surefire ways to get out of wearing a mask when someone tells you to. I would like to read that, but then again, I have no problem with wearing masks. Okay. There's a lot of news. I wonder how much they make with making these type of um articles, because there are fake articles. Obviously, it's very hilarious. They're satire sites, and the thing is that how do they make money? I know there have to be more ways of making money. I don't know if it's ads. Obviously, possibly majority is ads, but I feel like that's make a lot of articles to pump that up, because honestly, it's like you can't just make a couple a day, because mainstream media they crap out bunch of articles, and they get a few clicks and get paid. Okay, cultural appropriation is wrong. Says dude in a dress. Oh my gosh. They always find like the funniest like titles. Uh, Dr. Oz. Do you guys remember Dr. Oz? Okay. Wow. By the way, I forgot to mention, I only slept for like 5 hours. I slept around like 10 or 11, and I woke up around 4. No, no, 5. No, 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 4. I woke up 4. My bad. I woke up 4. I'm getting the time mixed up. Sorry, okay. I barely had a good night's sleep. I got sidetracked by watching Slightly Offensive. Yes. Uh, I was watching Slightly Offensive last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, why do I sleep so late? Why do I put myself up to watching so much of stuff? You know, I was so tired to wake up. But I used to go to the hospital every winter time, June. No, no, not June. July or August. July or August. Uh, Winter starts from June and ends in August. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, I would always go to the hospital during winter times. It was crazy. It was insane because if you woke up around like 4 in the morning, everything is cold. Everything is so cold. Literally everything is iced up, and even the hot water, pouring hot water on yourself, like that hot water immediately fades away, and you're stuck with the cold breeze. It's so crazy. So for once, I'm a bit happy that we at least went in the summer, because going in the winter to the hospital was the worst. Waking up early and just getting getting everything ready just to go on this cold day. It's crazy. I'm glad at least it's summer now. I'm very glad. You know, Next year it's gonna be autumn. That's fine. It's still pretty hot. Not a big deal. I have no issue with summer, autumn. I do have some issue with spring and some issue with winter, but still, we have to embrace those seasons for what they are. Okay. Uh, Politician baffles nation by doing exactly what he said he was going to do. This is strange though, because even in South Africa, when we politicians say something, for a fact you're not really gonna believe it. They're gonna do it because most of the time they don't do it. They promise something and don't do it. It is crazy. It is really crazy. Uh, Christian questions faith after receiving wrong order at Chick-fil-A. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to find a good one to read. Okay, this is gonna be the starters. Okay. Uh, Hobbits began wearing shoes after new Lego store opens in the Shire. Now, if you ever watched Lord of the Rings or read any of the Lord of the Rings books, oh my gosh, are you missing? Okay, if you haven't, I recommend you do one time, or you can listen to an audiobook instead, because honestly, it's such a grand adventure. It's such a grand adventure, and if you don't want to read the books, you can totally watch the movies. It's so grand. It's such an amazing experience. The Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit movies, I would say the first two are okay, but the third one really is very sour at the end. It's just no, no. And the fact that they stretched a one book, a 300-page book into something so long for like almost 8 hours or so, that's insane. That is really insane, because that book can be done within 2 movies, but they wanted to make it a trilogy, then they went with it. I feel like, once again, There's nothing wrong with stretching something out. I'm totally fine with that. And especially if you want to add more context to certain things or add more character development, I'm totally fine. But the way The Hobbit did it, especially towards the end, it wasn't the best, you know? It wasn't the best. I am listening to the audiobooks though because it's amazing. I have no time to read because uh, how do I begin by explaining my issues with reading? I have to stare at the screen all the time because I don't have a book. I don't have any Hobbit or Lord of the Ring books, okay? Uh, I have to possibly look online. I don't want to look at the screen and read unless it's my own work. And that's very embarrassing to read because I spot a lot of mistakes after I do like 5 proofreads. So that's pretty insane. But I like listening to the audio instead. It's much better. You can actually do something in the background while you listen to the audio. You can be drawing something. You can be maybe typing your work, and you can still listen to it. That's the thing I like about audiobooks. It's amazing. It saves me time. Simple as that. Okay. Hobbit's forced to begin wearing shoes after new Lego store opens at the Shire. Okay, this is hilarious. Cause if you don't know, hobbits are barefoot. Now, I would say that my feet is very similar to a hobbit's feet because it's very hairy and it's very large. Like my feet is very large. Uh, Hobbiton. Hobbits throughout the Shire began wearing shoes last week after the opening of a new Lego store in the town of Stock, just east of the Brandywine River. Though hobbits have hairy, rugged feet that can withstand the harshest of elements, they are apparently no match. Excuse me. They are apparently no match for tiny plastic pieces. Yeah, that's true. No one is a match for Legos, okay? In fact, uh, I used to step on a lot of stuff, but I can't remember stepping on a Lego. I do remember it's a bit sharp. Excuse me. The coughs start to come out when I'm recording. I've never been interested in the affairs of men, but the Lego Death Star I saw out of Breland was pretty cool, said Bodo Proudfoot. But now those blasted things are everywhere. I can't walk more than 5 paces before collapsing to the ground in agony. Yes, Bodo, that's what you gotta do. You gotta wear shoes. You gotta wear tackies. You gotta wear flip flops, okay? When I was a kid, I would step on many things. I would go outside barefoot. And the craziest thing is that you shouldn't go outside barefoot, especially in the rain. You know why? Ringworms. Ringworms, ringworms, ringworms. Have y'all ever seen ringworms? Ringworms are basically these brown worms. They're very different from the pink worms, the regular worms. What I've heard with ringworms is that they can go inside your feet. Now, I haven't tested this theory out yet, but I'm just gonna take people's advice and not really go near ringworms or not go barefoot at all during rainy sessions. But it's been like ages since I've seen a ringworm, you know. Uh, but still, you can never be too sure. Anyways, yeah, it's best to wear shoes when you're outside in the rain. Um, the Lego store was built by Bree Hobbits under the close supervision of Brandy Hall. It was designed to improve relations between hobbits and men, an interaction previously limited to illegal pipeweed dealings. Now halflings who have been forced to protect their feet by wearing ill-fitting shoes are demanding answers. Why should we pay for the mistakes of a brandy buck? Questioned Lotho Sackville Baggins. I've got half a mind to burn that place down. If Brandy Hall goes with it, then so be it. Dying. It's very rude for a little hobbit. um, so gross, yeah. Um, Ringworms are very gross. Ringworms are the most grossest thing. But I would say that I miss ringworms. I haven't seen them in such a long time. But I still have a feeling that I cannot just walk outside barefoot if it's raining. I can't do it. Because one day the inevitable will happen, you know? Just because I don't see ringworms anymore doesn't mean they won't pop out in the most randomest way possible. You know, sometimes you want something not to happen and it happens anyways. That could happen. That's terrifying, you know? That is very terrifying. Okay. Despite the local outrage, LEGO report sales are exceeding expectations. The most popular LEGO kit, Hollows, no, not Hollows, allows hobbits to build model farms for the little barefoot LEGO figures to cultivate and live sensible lives without going on any adventures. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're basically doing what they are doing all along, not doing anything. Representatives from Lego said they are looking into some elven magic that will allow hobbits to step on Legos barefoot without any injury. Okay, that was a fun one. I would like to watch a video, but the problem with watching the video is that my streaming uh, recorder cannot smoothly record a video. I don't know what's up with that. There has to be a problem. So, anyways, let's see what else articles we have. Oh, this conservatives boldly fight leftist takeover of their states by running away to other states. You know, I don't mind living in a hive mind myself, but the problem is that, well, okay, oh, this is just going to be very political for today, but I do agree that sometimes you should live certain places, but in California, certain parts of it's uninhabitable. The craziest thing that happens over there, it's insane. I'm surprised a lot of people can still manage to easily live there and not question anything, you know? The point I'm trying to make is that some places just aren't inhabitable by any human at all, you know? So sometimes it's best to leave and live by your own kind, you know? Because it's better, you know what you're voting for, you know, you can win, you can output more with the votes. Uh, but sometimes, if there's a state that isn't like California, then I guess you shouldn't be running away. You should vote and get power, you know? Okay, let's see something else. Wait. I saw this article before. I want to read this article. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's just read the previous article very quickly. Um, remember the time Babylon Bee got fact checked? Oh, those were the days, weren't it? Those were the days just a couple years ago. Here we go. Wife encourages husband to buy thing so she can justify buying other thing. Cedar City, UT. According to the sources, uh, local wife Sarah Quint has encouraged her husband to buy a new video game he's been wanting, which will allow her to justify impending purchase of an air fryer, new shoes, cute pens, and a really cute $300 umbrella. I have given my husband a pass to buy something silly, said Sarah as he symbolically washed her hands. So I am now innocent of all financial burden. This is not the first time Sarah has employed such a tactic. She previously encouraged her husband to buy an overpriced graphic novel so she wouldn't feel bad about purchasing an expensive 10-year day spa membership. Every time he brings up the spa membership, I just point to a stack of pristine original Walking Dead comics, she said. Checkmate. According to sources, Sarah's husband, Greg, has now grown suspicious of his wife's seemingly unending generosity. Every time I'm about to sit down and talk finances with her, I find myself going shopping. Maybe I should stop buying stuff, he said as soon as he buys just one more game on Steam. That's hilarious right there. Okay. Own kind. That's racist. Racist. Yeah, ooh. This is my favorite face. I like to make this face all the time on chats. But anyways, that was a very funny article. Now, when it comes to Steam, I have no issue with Steam because it is the leading game site. So if you want to buy games, where you go is on Steam. You know, they have the best games, AAA games, and whatever. But also indie games, by the way. A lot of indie games. So, yeah, that's perfect. But you know, if you want to make a game on Steam, if you want to put your game on Steam, it costs a $250 uh, sign up. Yes, $250. It's a bit insane, but yeah. When it came to Google Play, to sign up, you have to pay $25. And if you don't use that membership within, like, let's say 9 months, you know what happens? They take it away. And you don't get a refund. You don't get any of that stuff. You have to pay $25 again. That's the problem. Now, my Google Play membership, when it comes to making games for Google Play, it's gone. If I'm going to want to sign up again, I have to pay them $25 again and stuff like that. Steam is just so expensive, but I don't know if it's going to be a one time purchase forever. Because here's the thing, making games sometimes costs a lot of money. Uh oh, what did I do? Great, just great. I swapped them up. I swapped tabs. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I have to open babylonbee again. Sometimes I hate doing this. Babylon. Okay. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes my mouse just mixes up. Your man voice is good, lol. Thank you so much. My voice can go very deep. My voice is normally very deep, but I try to make it very cute. It's hard to make it cute without really working on focusing to make it soft, and it's not sounding very high pitched or speaking soft, like talking very slowly and very quietly. It's more about your throats. It's about your throat. It's all about your throat. It's all about your throat because I don't want to speak very shyly and sound like a girl. I want to speak my normal way and sound like a girl. So it's all about working with your throat. There's a way to work with your throat to make your voice very feminine. So yeah, it does take a lot of time to warm up. That's why I keep messing up my warming up schedules because like as soon as I wake up, I'm immediately doing something else. So that sucks. That sucks so much. Maybe next time from tomorrow. Okay, how about this? A promise. I kept this promise. I'll give another promise. I will I will start warming up my voice again because I've stopped doing it for like 2 years and I'm annoyed. I want my voice to sound cute. I want to do some cute videos, okay? um okay. Let's see some funny stuff. Okay. This is so much. Eight telltale signs your college professor is a secret conservative. Now, back in the day of 2016 and stuff like that, uh, professors, university, and college um, professors used to be kind of big on the internet because, a bunch of them will be attacked for saying certain things. Those were the days, the simpler times, where there was no virus, everything was fine, no lockdowns whatsoever, everything was just so fine. But still, there was a culture war brewing. College is hard enough without having your progressive values challenged. It's important to make sure that your learning space is a safe and equitable environment. There's nothing worse in life than a microaggression under the guise of an opinion. Here are 8 things to keep an eye out when starting a new class. If you have a professor who exhibits any of these behaviors, report them to the Dean of Diversity immediately. Okay, number 1, they just got fired. If your professor just got cancelled by a woke mob and fired, it's probably a conservative. Great news! You won't have to drop their class, but you should still keep the tabs on their social media and dox them as soon as they let their guard down. Okay, people actually do stuff like that, which is crazy. Two, can have a normal conversation. If someone goes more than 5 minutes without mentioning how many trans women of color are being murdered, then they are part of the problem. Number three, doesn't wear a giant yellow pin with his pronouns on them. There's nothing more offensive than demanding people assume your own gender. Do not cancel class on January 6th. I had to get out of bed and do things. uh, Classrooms missing. Require what is this? Requisites 36 posters and slogans related to BLM and trans activism. Flags are acceptable in the place of posters. Teaches you in person. This is a tantamount to murder. It might as well be committing war crimes in Iraq. 7. Uses outdated grading systems. Education experts agree that grading systems need to move away from pass or fail concept and be replaced with racist and also oh my gosh, racist also racist system. Um, if you don't know, in South Africa, the pass rate is 30%. The pass rate of the youth is 30%. Now, I am part of the uh, um, the other percentage because obviously I was a very poor learner when it comes to education, but when it comes to like passing grade 12, it's very low, you know. Well, passing everything altogether, 30%. Our education system, sometimes our schools are great, sometimes they are bad. We have a mix in between, but overall, we are doing very poor compared to other countries. And there are some schools in my country that have so much of students in one class. That you have like 3 or 4 students sharing one desk, one small desk. Sometimes they're writing on the floor, you know it's really insane. And those children out there, they want an education. They really want an education. You can really see that. They come from far places. There used to be children in my school that would take the train from their homes early in the morning just to come to school. A lot of people really want an education, where there's some who just don't want an education. Some just treat it as trash. Now, for me personally, there were plenty of things I just didn't get when it comes to school. But at the end of the day, hey, what's happening right now? It's like, wow, really? I wouldn't be surprised if America actually uh, gets rid of the pass or fail, because in some states they were taking off certain grades like F out. I don't know why. I mean, nothing wrong with getting an F. F means fantastic. Okay, okay. Okay, number 8. They treat all students with dignity and respect, regardless of race and gender. I just threw up in my mouth a little. Okay, um, that was pretty funny. That was very funny. Okay, but seriously though, let's move on to uh, the next article. I am feeling for something to eat. I've been eating a lot of sweets before this. I was eating musk flavored sweets. Musk is a very strange flavor. It's very strange. It's very powdery as well. It tastes very good, but the flavor is very strong. If you haven't tried any musk flavor sweets, I recommend trying it. It's pretty good. Okay, next row, please. I want to see something funny, extremely funny. It'll make me fall off the chair funny. Um, this is it. This is it. Smart dad plays creative games with kids where he's asleep the entire time. Pueblo Co. Local father Tom Kabara was put in charge of his kids for a few hours over the weekend while his wife went out to get her nails done and do some shopping with her girlfriends. You sure they're not more than just girlfriends? He had an exhausting week at work and was feeling extra tired. So when the kid asked him to play a game with them, he came out with a perfect idea. They would play Dead Guy. Dead Guy, according to Kabara, is an extremely fun game where the dead guy, Kabara, just lays there asleep, and as the children try to resuscitate him. The game was quite a delight for children who enjoyed a good challenge, and Kabara enjoyed a good nap. But after a while, the children started to worry about their dad's health. Dead guy, are you there? Kabara's 3-year-old daughter Lily asked, about 5 minutes into the game. But Kabara just lay there, snoring a little, with a smile on his face and a bit of drool sliding down his cheek. Dad, you're scaring us, his 5-year-old boy Sam said 15 minutes into Kabara's nap, but Tom Kabara snoozed on. A few minutes later, in a bit of desperation, 5-year-old Sam stood over his father with a large cup on his head. No, not head, hand. See, I can't read. maybe I have to get an F for my reading. Cup in his hand. He then turns the cup over, releasing a stream of ice-cold water directly into his father's face, immediately bringing him back to life. Ice water is so terrifying if it hits your face. It gives you the jitters immediately, you know? Okay, anything else? Must sounds like body odor. It does, but it's very sweet. It's very tasty. It's very hard to describe it, but it's pretty good. Um, okay. Okay. There's so much of articles, you know. Like Babylon Bee is the best satire site for me, in my opinion. Okay, what else? FBI to host first annual Jan 6th reunion. Okay, report your phone just buzzed in your pocket. Update. No, it didn't. What is this? Let me read this. This is very intriguing. My phone buzzes too. My controller buzzes. So sometimes I put it down there and let it buzz. Well, vibrate is a proper term. Okay, your phone just buzzed in your pocket. Update. No, it didn't. Washington, D.C. A report filed by the FCC with the Public Safety and Homeland Security Office as revealed your phone just buzzed in your pocket. However, the report findings were retracted after you looked at your phone in confusion. Details of the report indicate a message required your attention, but a follow-up inspection proved this incorrect. According to sources, no one was trying to contact you, and you will probably die alone. Oh my gosh. The tremor you felt was an illusion. The phenomenon known as phantom vibration syndrome just means you're stupid. You imagined the whole thing, just like the moon landing. On the other hand, anonymous sources speculate a message did indeed come through, but it was removed by special actors working with the deep state. Update. Your phone vibrated again. You should check it. You know what's so funny about this? My phone was in my pocket today, but it never vibrated. uh, but I do like the vibrating controller. I put it down there. You know if it's vibrating because it feels good. Sorry for sounding so much like an adult, but it feels good. Okay. Um, Leftist who keeps taking COVID tests says it can quit anytime. You know how expensive COVID tests are? It costed me almost like $60. Well, dollars if you convert it to American money, but for me it was so expensive, you know? It's not so cheap, and it's pretty insane to just do these tests because you have to take this little swab, shove it up your mouth, then shove it up your two nostril holes, and then that's it. Uh, it's just so expensive for such a cheap thing, you know? Honestly, I did mine last year, earlier last year. It was insane. Okay, the next. Ted Cruz says all his haters are just unable to resist his raw sex appeal. Now that is true. Anyways, let me just read this article, then I'll eat some speckled eggs. Let me just eat something for the sake of the video, okay? I know I'm not feeling like eating something, but let me just eat it. It is from a different brand. I'm used to eating from Mr. Sweets, an amazing brand that makes a lot of sweets, but this is possibly a brand new brand that doesn't make any sense. Uh, Possibly something different. I doubt they are the same brand making the same speckled eggs. If that's true, then that's a deep conspiracy. Okay, Ted Cruz says all his haters are just unable to resist his raw sex appeal. Cancun. Twitter while no tweeting. Can't even read. Tweeting while on a family vacation this week. Ted Cruz slammed his critics, claiming that those who hate on him are just sexually frustrated and unable to resist his raw sex appeal. Cruz said that Democrats are fixated on criticizing him all the time, obviously motivated by their deranged sexual frustrations. I don't know if this is true. I don't know. But at the same time, it's funny because AOC said something like this, but the opposite. You know, she instead of saying Democrats, she said Republicans. So that's why it's pretty funny to me. It's it started to get old, ignoring the very obvious, strange, and deranged sexual frustrations that that's under. I can't even read. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read at the same time, trying to say so much of sentences at one go. Maybe I should read very slowly. It's starting to get old, ignoring the very obvious, strange, and deranged sexual frustrations that underpin the democratic fixation on me and other sexy Cuban Americans. So creepy. I don't know his voice. I don't know his voice. Wait, let me do a cowboy voice. It starts to get old and not the very obvious, strange and deranged sexual frustrations that underpin the democratic festation on me and other sexy Cuban Americans. So creepy. Yeehaw. Is that my perfect southern accent? Sorry, it's very difficult to do a lot of these accents, you know. I've been watching a lot of American YouTubers for the past years, but I can't really do this, you know. Maybe Salty Cracker can, because Salty Cracker can, you know, can just go out there and just have a blast. Okay, his tweet thread went on to claim that any criticism of him is really just from people who have thing for husky, sexy Cuban Americans with manly beards, the intense gaze of an antelope, and the raw strength of a Texan stallion. Those who hate on him, Cruz claimed, are just hypnotized by his speaking voice, the rich baritone notes mesmerizing its victims like sailors enticed by a siren song. They are drawn to him, an alpha male whose powerful presence and distinct scent of a dusty Texan sunrise in September cause his haters to lash out in their unfulfilled desires. Ted Cruz. Now, I really wish the articles were more longer. That's my only criticism with this. I don't mind certain articles being short, I really don't. But my issue is it's a bit too short, you know? But sometimes you can make something funny out of something very short. Okay, now let's eat some speckled eggs. Once again, I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. Y'all can't see me eat it. Okay, this is from a different company. I have not heard of this. It's called Manolus Munchies. Manolus Munchies. Okay, sounds very similar to Mr. Sweet. I mean, man, it has the word man in it. Manolus and Mr. Sweet. Mr. Sweet makes a lot of sweets, and it has Mr. in it. Manoless has the word man in it. I'm getting to spot the obvious. This is a conspiracy, guys. We gotta do something. Oh my gosh. Some of these articles are ruthless. Okay. 10 ways Christians are being persecuted in America. Now, if you don't know, in Africa, Christians are really persecuted. Like, they're killed for being Christian, you know? They're literally killed for being a Christian. And this was news years ago, but people just stopped talking about it. But it happens all the time, you know? Christians in Africa are being killed. As we see a very funny picture, we have Starbucks. Never had Starbucks in my life. I refuse to have it. We have Oreos gay cookie, and we have ALO. I don't know that much about ALO. Brought to you by Christian Freedom International. All around the world, Christians face imprisonment. I can't even open it. Wow. How is the stream going? Can you see my face? Can you see my face? I'm sorry if it looks very macho. I did shave. I literally shaved and I look so hairy. Gonna click this little button over here. That's a little trick. Oh, it's actually pretty smooth. Okay. It's pretty smooth. But it's not that cute. It's not that cute. Um, I look very tired. I look like a ogre. I look like an ogre. Sorry. I should have worn makeup or something. Anyways, I have to open this in front of y'all, so. Uh oh, it better not fall. Yes, this is the way to open stuff, okay? This is the way to open stuff. You don't open it from side to side, you open it through the middle. Yeah, bravo, bravo. They should give me an award for for opening it like this. We have over here. Now this looks like a regular speckled egg, like a very regular speckled egg with the dots and everything. But did you know this egg is racist? This is terrible. Oh my gosh, it's so squishy. Speckled eggs have jelly beans on them, which is amazing. If you have not tried speckled eggs, have it. Mmm, it's so good. It has a very strange aftertaste. Let's see if I look better with this. Uh, I'm sorry, okay? Never really. Uh, I know the reason why I look so crazy. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I look very strange because I don't have my jacket on. Obviously. Uh, yes, this is literally stripping. Well, no, not stripping. The opposite of stripping. Okay, I should have done this before I put my face on. I'm sorry. I just don't feel comfortable showing my chest, my bare chest, out, my flat chest. Maybe that's just me, but hey, that's how I roll. I'm not a fan of that in the slightest. Uh, hold on. plugged in. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I'm just not a fan of showing my chest. Sounds a bit strange, but no. I don't want to show my chest. I feel very strange if I show my chest. I just don't want to. It's just wrong for me to show my chest. I feel like if I'm not showing it, I can easily live stream, but still it's like if I know there's a camera in front of me, I will feel very sad because my chest is very flat. So, yeah. Okay, I feel a bit better now. I look a bit more cute. I feel a bit more buffed up. Okay. All around the world, Christians face imprisonment and death for their beliefs. But in America, the persecution of Christians have become far worse. It's extremely difficult being a Christian in America these days. And here are the 10 horrifying facts why. Okay, another one. Let's see what type of sweets I can eat. Uh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We got a pink speckled egg. The pink stands for feminism, okay? It's time to dismantle the XYZ patriarchy, okay? Mm-mm. Mm. The jelly beans taste very strange, very bland. Not that good at all. Okay, one more pink jelly bean and we'll be happy. It's a bit bland. You know what? I was wrong. The other the other company that makes speckled eggs is not the same one making this. My entire conspiracy flushed down the toilet. My major conspiracy was this specific company and another company was working together with the same speckled eggs. I was totally wrong. For one, these eggs don't look like the other company that make. Sorry, I keep mixing up my sentences. The other company makes much more smaller eggs. These look a bit bigger. And two, the other speckled eggs from the other company is a bit more tastier when it comes to jelly beans. Okay then, grass. Green is for grass. Yes, I sound like a child. Okay, let's read this. Sometimes people are mean on Twitter. It's horrible. Only Christians have to endure this treatment online. This is exactly why the early Christians must have felt like when they were burnt alive. Starbucks still won't put Merry Christmas on their holiday cups. Every morning when you pick up your double peppermint oat milk latte with extra sprinkles, you're assaulted by their godless Eden holiday message. Sad. Thousands of Americans get shot every day for just being Christian. In Halo, come to think of it, maybe they're just getting shot because they're on the opposing team. But still, one time a waitress got mad when I tipped her with one of those fake $100 bill gospel tracts. Well, excuse me for trying to save your soul. How many Christians still haven't gotten their hands on a PS5? This is just some kind of suffering the Bible warned us about. Okay, I like how the Babylon bee can. Sorry, my voice keeps changing all the time. I like how the Babylon bee can make fun of everyone, not just leftists, but also Republicans as well. You know, I can get used to it, but I don't like the flavor. I just don't like it. It's not the same like the previous company I ate from. The other company makes much better speckled eggs. But maybe it's an acquired taste because I only had this now. This is my first time having these speckled eggs. Whereas in the past, the other company, Mr. Sweet, as they call it, as it's called, that company, I've been eating speckled eggs since a couple years ago. So I feel like maybe I acquired that taste first over this one. I don't know which one came first. Maybe this is a new company. I don't know. Regardless, it's gonna be hard to get used to this one. Okay. Anyways, let's go on with another one. Yeah, in my videos it looks so strange. I look so strange. I can't even open this. I'm not even putting my finger through the actual hole. I'm literally doing this. Oh my gosh. I'm so stupid. ah, I'm very stupid. Give me the stupidity award of the year, please. A bit okay, but blah. Not my favorite. Not really my favorite. Uh, okay. I have to work on my voice, anyways. Sometimes the lines at Chick-fil-A are really long. Oh, the humanity. They still haven't made an Oreo flavor that acknowledges our Christian beliefs. We have a Lady Gaga Oreo, an LGBTQ plus aluminum P Oreo biscuit, but no cookies. Well, America calls it cookies, we call it biscuits. Okay, it's biscuits. Okay, it's biscuits, not cookies. Cookies are big and they have chocolate chips in it. That's a cookie. This is a biscuit. But no cookies with the Nicene Creed printed on them. We are exiles in this land. This week's church bulletin is folded a little crooked and it's bothering my OCD. Someone needs to talk to the church secretary, Ethel Rutherford, about this. They take Christian superheroes like Superman and make them gay. Who do we Christians have to look up to if not Superman? At least 3,462 Christians, including 10 priests and pastors, were murdered in the first 200 days of 2021. Oh, wait, that was in Nigeria. Our bad. Wow. Um, for me personally, what really nice shade? It's not shades. It's actually glasses. It's anti-blue light glasses. Uh, it looks like that because of the coloring, but yeah. Anyways, it's time to eat some more before I pass out of sugar. A orange one. Orange speckled egg bad. Okay. It doesn't matter their color because all of them taste the same. Oh wait, that's racist now, isn't it? But seriously though, doesn't matter the color, they all taste the same. That's the thing, you know? So, yeah. Uh maybe I should have the microphone like this or like this because I feel like it's covering up my chin. People might think I'm the new Leafy. I'm not the new Leafy, okay? I'm just a little waifu. Now we have a little purple one. Purple is my favorite color. It's in a very odd shape, a very round shape. Oh, it's not called speckled eggs. My bad. Freckled eggs. Yeah, I know. I didn't even see it. I'm slowly starting to like this. But at the same time, I still like the other products better from the other company. Another yellow one. Wow. The problem with this is when you bite, all of that stuff gets in between your mouth. It's a bit crazy, but hey, what can you do? Reminder, husbands, it's time to start Christmas shopping. My father is the one who does the major Christmas grocery shopping. I can't believe I messed that sentence up. Holy moly, I'm not in my right headspace today. My father does the Christmas shopping. Uh, Reminder for all the husbands out there, it may be time to start thinking about maybe doing Christmas shopping, perhaps sometime soon. We don't want to put too much pressure on you, so take it easy. We're not saying like, for sure you gotta drop what you're doing this very instant and go get your wife something for Christmas, but just a little heads up for Christmas is is in like 12 hours. So you're cutting in a little close at this point. Don't freak out. M- but maybe start thinking about slipping out for an hour or so and picking up your wife some Christmas gifts. See, Christmas is tomorrow, and if you want enough time to frantically wrap your wife's gifts late tonight, you should probably get a move on it. Also, if you haven't heard, there's a wait, I keep mixing up my words. I need to keep practicing reading. I can write, but I can't read. Wow. Uh, there are all the supply chain issues going on right now, and you might not be able to get exactly what you want. It's okay though. Don't fret. She probably doesn't have anything incredibly specific she wants and needs that she's been dropping hints about for the past month. She's probably cool with it, like whatever. Worst comes to worst. Though all you can stop by the 7-Eleven at around 11:30 p.m. tonight and desperately search for something that looks like you put on some thought into it. A nice, sturdy gasoline can or a family-sized bag of Takis will be the same thing. You never know. You never know. You never know. Okay, I feel like the lighting is messing up my face. I look way too big. My nose is not that big. Okay, I'm a very cute waifu. But the lighting is messing me up. I just want to show you all this, okay? It's so good. Now it's so good, I'm starting to finally eat up to it. It's a bit strange at first trying something new, but hey, it tastes good. Uh, Seven tips for keeping your kids safe after giving them an handheld device with unfettered access to porn. What is that? What does unfettered mean? I don't know. I really don't know. Phew, local man doesn't have real COVID, just Omicron. Man mistaken for redhead complains of being misgingered. Get it? Get it? Get it? Okay. One more before I end the video. I'm starting to like this. I'm really starting to like this. It's not my favorite speckled eggs, but I'm starting to like this. Have an amazing day. Time to stop. Three,